actually one of the most productive weeks we've had in a long time. We had that huge meeting on YouTube on Wednesday. You can go and look that back up if you missed it, right? And then we sold like over 1,000 books this week. That mess was crazy, bro. 1,000 books, 1,000 books in like freaking 1 week. So I was pretty much absolutely shocked that we sold that many books in 1 week, especially since we haven't been going live and we haven't done anything in like probably a month and a half. You know what I mean? So when it happened, I was pretty impressed because like this is just one of those things that you don't expect. But I'm happy. I'm super happy that it happened because we're getting that ball rolling again, right? We have been focusing on business too much, trying to make this anime, right? But now that we're basically, I have no more responsibilities in the anime. I'm trying to get back into the business flow of things. You know what I mean? What's up? What's up, man? God, how you doing, brother? How you doing, man? I know it's late on Friday and all, but I know a lot of y'all are parents, so y'all don't be going out on Friday like just like I don't, right? I mean, my bad. It's not Friday. It's Saturday, right? So today was a football day for my kids, right? They played football today, so they at home. My wife's in Paris. she out she out there in Paris right now with her friend. They doing some birthday celebration for their kid or whatever. So she was invited out. So she went out there to have some fun, right? But it's just me and the little ones. So I ain't doing a damn thing, man. I'm in my house chilling, right? But we had a really good time this weekend, man. Yo, I was so happy to talk to you guys on Wednesday, man. I did not expect that many people to show up because I haven't done a live in like 2 months, right? So I was expecting to have like a small amount of people show up just because I haven't got on in a while, but we went nuts. But so now that we're like we got like a smaller amount of people here, like for this live specifically, how'd y'all feel about the animation? Right, I can see all your questions now. So, how do you feel about the animation that you saw on Wednesday? I'm sure you probably watched it again. And also, I know a lot of people ordered books. If you already got your books, let me know. These soft covers are dope, right? These soft cover books, they're just like the hardcovers, except obviously a lot cheaper, right? But they still have the amazing like print quality, the paper inside. Yeah, there's no we. This is like a pop up live. So what happens is whenever I do like lives like this, it's like a pop up. Like I'm just hopping online, and usually about 30 people show up, something like that. But like when I do my YouTube like meetings, like the big ones, that's because I'm sending out emails. So I'm sending emails out to everybody on my email list, right? Investors and everything else, and that's why we usually have a ton of people in those. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. You guys helped us out a lot too because think about it this way, right? Like for us, right? We want to sell to schools, but schools don't buy black books anymore. Like they just don't. Ever since Trump got in office, black anything in schools has been really hard to get approved in the system. And because of that, we bought a lot of these soft cover books, but we couldn't really sell them in schools like we needed to. So being able to sell like 1,000 books in the last week to our fans, right? And also being able to sell online, we're seeing our Facebook ads are working very well right now. So our Facebook ads are selling like crazy, and everything else. I think right now in this particular situation that we're doing phenomenal. You know what I mean? Like we're doing phenomenal, and it's probably something that we can really continue, right? Just selling these soft cover Black Sands books, right? And making sure that everybody got a set because I think every single kid in America needs a set of Black Sands just for their own like moral compass. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be able to see yourself in history, like not slaves, but as like kingdoms and stuff, empires. So that's my vibe. Oh, the voice acting was dope too. Yeah, man of God, bro, freaking what was it? What was it? Eddie Griffin, right? Eddie Griffin and Michael Jai White were showing out. They were showing out. They were showing the hell out in their voice acting. Yeah, I've been resting pretty well. Like I've been getting my rest. I'm not that healthy of a person, but I've been trying to get my rest mostly because like at the end of the day, I have yeah, I got a whole bunch of random stuff happening. It's like little things that add up, right? But I'm strong as shit, right? I lift weights all the time. So so I'm like a mini bodybuilder. Like I lift weights all the time. Like I'm strong. You know what I mean? I got decent stamina. And for the most part, I ain't got no diabetes, nothing like that. Do have high blood pressure all the time, but I think it's just because I'm black. Right? I think black people just have higher blood pressures than white people. So it might not be high, you know what I mean? But I got a whole bunch of like small issues. I'm 40 years old, man. I'm 40 years old, so I ain't no young man anymore. And I'll be out here trying to run with these little kids because I'm a coach for the football team, right? I'm a coach for my kids' football team. So I'm out here trying to show them how to cover. I'm out here running too damn hard to cover some freaking 12-year-old, super athletes. And I'm out here trying to cover them and say, this is how you supposed to cover. You got to stay close, right? But after I run, I'll be hurt like a motherfucker. I be hurt, bro. I be hurt. I be like, yo, wait a minute. I done ran too hard. My back hurt. That man be killing me, bro. Someone said, why not sell them to community centers? Honestly, I just don't have their contact information. Sounds like a good idea though. Have community centers, just give them a bunch of like sets of books for a very discounted rate. We already had a coloring book in the past. Coloring books are fine, but it's really hard to market them. You know what I'm saying? So like I had coloring books and I did sell a lot, but they're very cheap. You got to sell them for like $5, right? In order for anybody to buy them in the market, you got to sell them for at least $5. And the marketing is just not there. Like you have to market against 1,000 coloring books. So it's just hard. It's just hard to make a profit off of coloring books. So at the end of the day, our company is centered around profit, right? Because if we're not making profit off of the books that we make, then we're just killing the ability to make books. So we got to be able to bring some cash in so that we can afford to make new books, right? That's why we don't publish that many books anymore. Like before we had so many titles, now we have about four, right? Oh, we have five. So we have Black Sands, right? All the Black Sands stuff we just consider Black Sands. We got Cosmic Girls. We have Masters of Mali, right? Lions Game, Masters of Mali. We got Madagascar, and we have the new Incan, not Inca series. We have a new Aztec series coming out, right? So we got a Spanish one because one of my influencer friends, he's writing a story on the Aztecs, right? And it's like straight up Aztec culture. So it's not like there's no heroes, there's no like magic or any of that crap. It's just straight up, the first Aztec kings and stuff like that. And by doing that, we're gonna sneak into the Hispanic market, right? Because what happens is this, right? As you bring that book into schools and stuff like that, and you have a Spanish translation of it, these books are going to sell like a mother in freaking places like Mexico and California and New Mexico and Nevada and Arizona. All those places on the southwest. That's the whole Southwest belt. We're gonna sell like freaking 1 million copies in the Southwest. Aztecs. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody else even does it. Nobody even comes close to that kind of content in those areas. So we're gonna bank on that. We're gonna make a lot of money off of that, right? And then we're gonna keep making more content that we always make. Got to be able to reach out. What got you into drawing? I don't draw nothing, so I'm a writer. I'm 100% a writer. Never once was able to draw anything at all. I have no artistic skills at all. Oh yeah, we definitely got to hit the Brazilian market, man. I feel like that's such an untapped market. The Brazilian market is what I want more than anything in the world. We got to start. We got to translate Black Sands into Portuguese, man. That's what I need. I need a Portuguese distributor to just translate everything and sell Black Sands in Brazil. That's what I need. That's what I need. Because we got more black people who think they black, not black people who don't think they black, right? A lot of places in these Hispanic countries, right? In these Hispanic countries, a lot of those places, they black, but they don't think they black. Brazilians don't play that shit. Brazilians will be like, we African and we speak Portuguese. That's it. But we are African. I'm proud. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, I'm not African. I'm a Brazilian. They don't say that crap over there. They're like, I'm black. They don't play that. "Oh, I'm not African. I'm not black." They don't play that stuff over there, boy. They be like, we African as hell. In fact, we about to do a whole parade on how black we are. So they're gonna love Black Sands, man. Those people gonna love it. I think it's gonna be an amazing place to go and expand. Yeah, we gotta claim it, man. We gotta claim it. But yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys know that we had an amazing week, right? It's a quick little pop up just to go do some video with y'all. But you know, we had an amazing week. Over 1,000 books sold. I checked my website and I said, "Whoa, 135 orders. How did we do that?" You know, back in the day, you know what's funny though? Back in the day, we used to sell so much. That was back when like Facebook used to have skill. So back in the day, Facebook used to be really good for advertising because Apple didn't screw them. But then remember, Apple went to war with Facebook and basically made it where every single person who uses an Apple phone, which is basically half America, right? Half the people in the country could no longer get their data sent to Facebook or any app, right? Without you saying, I want you to track my stuff, right? So everybody always says, ask not to app, right? I mean, ask not to track. So literally every single app out there, nobody can get the data from your actual purchases, right? So Facebook lost all that data and they had horrible conversion rates. They went from conversion rates where it used to be like I could sell I could have a conversion cost of about $14. That's how much it used to cost me. It was $70 on average that I used to make money. So I used to make $70 on average per order, and I would buy that order for $14. So I would literally buy it from Facebook for like $14, $15. And then eventually, because of that crackdown and Facebook and Apple going to war, it went from 14 to $15 to $54 per purchase. $54 per purchase. It was impossible to make profits. For like years, it was impossible to make profits on Facebook. So you had to figure out other ways to make money because you couldn't do ads anymore. Just recently, I guess they're finally starting to figure out a way around the system. But recently, this last week, we were running some ads. I did a partnership with Krim, with Ernest Krim, right, to go and do some ads. But the ads have been working out really well right now. This week, it's been killing it. Today alone, I got 9 sales from my ads, right? And I spent $200 on ads, right? But I got like $1,000 in sales today. So that's a hell of a good day. That's a hell of a good day because I haven't sent any emails out today or yesterday or whatever saying buy books. So obviously it's not from me. It's from the organic, or not organic, but the ad system, right? So, $1,000 on a $200 ad spend, that's a hell of a good return. And I haven't seen that in a long time. So hopefully Facebook has finally figured out a way to sell to black people again, because they really lost the ability to do so over the last couple of years. But if so, that's going to be amazing for our company to be able to reliably buy customers, right? Because that's what you're doing when you buy a Facebook, do Facebook ads, when we do Google ads, you're buying customers. And if you're buying them for more than you can actually make, then the ads are not worth it and you shouldn't run the ads, right? But if you can buy them and you can make a margin, it doesn't even have to be a big margin like what I made today. Like if I made $400 today, I'd still have a little bit of profit, right? If I made 400 off of my 200 ad spend, I still have a little bit of profit. It would still be worth it. But 1,000 on a $200 day, that's incredible. Someone said Japan, South Korea. Yeah, I'm not too excited about Japan and South Korea. I'm more excited about China than Japan and South Korea, honestly. Let's see. Black Sands and the Boondocks haven't done anything like that. Black Sands and Iyanu, no point in doing that. Iyanu is a completely different product. So one thing is this, right? Iyanu is doing its own thing and it's having a great time, but it's a children's series, right? It's literally a children's series, like super safe, super young series, like little kids, little tiny kids. You know what I'm saying? Black Sands, people get killed constantly, constantly in Black Sands. So ain't no way there's crossover with little baby product and adult series. You know what I mean? But yeah, guys, I'm gonna holler at you later. Thank you guys so much for hopping on with me. I just wanted to celebrate the fact that we had a great week. We'll keep giving you updates and stuff. Hopefully, we can finish our contract with the star of our anime. Did you know that Michael Jai White, while he's amazing, he's not the star. The star is Asar, right? And we need somebody there who's going to basically help us sell tickets and get people excited. And guess what? We do have that person. We just got to finish up the paperwork. But once we make that announcement, I'm gonna try to get him on an interview on YouTube. Right? That way we have a nice interview, one-on-one interview with the star of the Black Sands anime, the main character Asar. You're gonna love it though. You're gonna love it. When's the movie? Most likely February. February, March, something like that. All right, guys. Holler at you later. Peace.